Hey everybody, my name is Matthew Arceo and I am a senior high student of Matalino class, and today we'll be talking about Vex Code VR. Now, you see, Vex Code VR is used to learn about robotics, but in a virtual environment. We don't need some lab anymore, well, mostly because of COVID. Thanks, COVID. But yes, it's so easily done. This is like think of it as a beginner's pack. So you see, we have Vex VR open right now, and you see that it may look very complicated, but it's actually not. You see, here is the simple codes. Usually, people can't handle text coding yet, so people use block coding. Block coding is essentially the same as text coding, but you don't need to type anything. The only thing you need to type is your adjustments in the block code. So it's an essential baby step. So once again, here we have our block codes. We have different types. We have your events, your controls, anything to help your robot, this thing, move. Now, when you start your project, you're going to always want to name it here. So you can name it over here. So, we can name it. We can go Matt Project, just so people won't get confused. So you can name your project there. But let's say you haven't found a video or an easy way to learn about VexCoder. That's why there's a tutorial button up here. Over here, we have different tutorials. That's really it. Yeah, you have your tutorials here. If you want help, these videos will help, or sorry, these steps and specific tutorials will help you. Let's move on to our other things. Let's say you don't think the tutorials help. Let's say they're still a bit too complicated for you. You can go over here to this question mark. That is the help button. So if we move this out of the way, you see it's a help button. You want to select a block and see more information. So let's say drive. I don't know what it does. So here it actually tells us how to use it. That's another useful thing, right? So that's another key thing that it can help us with. Another thing is, if you really want to see how you progress and want to see how your robot's code is going, you can actually go to Playground and see. Playground really helps us, experiment with our codes. That's why it's called Playground. You see, there's a different stages. You got your coral reef cleanup, you got your wall maze, you got your dynamic wall maze. There are different options, but for now, the only thing we know how to do is the coral reef cleanup. So what you gotta do is you gotta use your codes, and you gotta make sure this robot, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's this thing in the middle. You gotta make sure that this robot can pick up all the trash, and you will have a record, and you can help improve your record because it can improve over time. Now, another thing I'd like to point out in this program is that let's say you can't really see well with this. You can change your perspective. You can go here, which is the first person of the robot. Now what you can also do is a slightly hovered above the robot where you're still near and you can see all around it without being too far like that. So these are the 3 camera angles of the program. While you're coding, things might get bumpy, you might make a mistake. So over here you have the undo button. That's very handy. Well, not just in coding, it's handy in general. We make a lot of mistakes online. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all I have to say about VexCoder VR. I hope this video added to you as much as it did to me. Thank you for listening and watching. God bless you. This is Matthew Arceo saying goodbye, and stay safe. Thanks for watching. That was horrible.